Imagine inventing something clever only to have it banned. Too dangerous? Too weird? Too ahead of its time? Today on ChronoGlobe, we're diving into the strange world of inventions that were once banned, or still are. Hit subscribe and unlock the past. From exploding toys to flying tanks, here's a wild ride through history's most bizarre banned creations. Let's go! Number 1. The lawn darts that could kill you. Meet the classic family game, lawn darts. It sounds innocent, right? You toss giant metal darts onto a ring on the lawn. Fun. But there was one problem. People were getting impaled. These were not soft plastic darts. They were long, sharp, heavy, and sometimes thrown with Olympic-level force. Between the 1970s and 1980s, dozens of serious injuries were reported. One tragic case involved a young boy who was killed when a dart went straight through his skull. After years of complaints, lawn darts were finally banned in the US and Canada. The moral of the story? Maybe don't mix sharp weapons with children's birthday parties. Number 2. The radioactive health drinks. In the 1920s, science was cool and misunderstood. So cool, in fact, that people thought radioactive water was good for you. That's right. They literally drank radium for health. One popular product? A little bottle called Radithor. It was sold as a cure for everything. Tiredness, pain, bad moods. One rich man drank dozens of bottles a day. He glowed, then decayed. His jaw basically fell off. He died in horrible pain. The case made headlines, and radioactive water was finally banned. Lesson learned. If it glows, don't drink it. Number 3. The Segway of Death. When the Segway was introduced in 2001, people said it would change cities forever. It was sleek. It was silent. It looked like something from the Jetsons. But it didn't quite go as planned. Some cities banned Segways from sidewalks almost immediately. Why? Because people were zooming around like it was bumper cars at the mall. There were falls, crashes, even a few serious injuries. In an ironic twist, the owner of the Segway company died after riding one off a cliff. Today, most people use e-scooters or just walk. Segway? Cool idea. Banned in some cities. Forgotten by most. Number 4. The flying tank that didn't fly. In World War II, the Soviet Union had an idea. What if a tank could fly? That way, it could parachute into battle like a superhero. They built a real prototype, a small tank with glider wings. It looked like something a toddler would draw with crayons. They tested it. It flew a little and then crashed. Badly. Turns out flying a tank is really hard. After a few test failures and lots of broken tanks, the idea was grounded forever. Flying tanks? Still banned. Probably for the best. Number 5. The atomic bomb camera. In the 1950s, American scientists invented a camera so powerful it could photograph an atomic bomb exploding in real time. It was called the Radioactive camera. Each photo captured 1/billionth of a second. Yes, billionth. Sounds awesome, right? Here's the catch. The camera was so secret it was banned for civilian use. Why? Because it was designed for nuclear testing. And anything involving nukes is not exactly casual weekend photography. So unless you're a Cold War scientist or work in a secret bunker, this one's off limits. Number 6. The exploding doll. In the 1950s, a company in the US made a doll that would shoot tiny plastic rockets from her chest. She was called Rocket Queen. That name didn't age well. The toy was supposed to be fun, part doll, part mini rocket launcher. But here's what happened. Kids pointed it at their faces. Eyes were almost lost. Noses were definitely broken. Parents complained. Hospitals agreed. The toy was banned. Fun fact, one version even caught fire during testing. Imagine explaining that to Santa. Number 7. Shoes that made you bounce. In the 1950s, inventors created shoes with built-in springs. They looked like moon boots and made you bounce when you walked. Fun? Yes. Safe? No. Kids wore them. They jumped. Then they face-planted into walls, cars, or each other. Hospitals started seeing spring shoe injuries. Eventually, the government stepped in and banned the sale of spring shoes to children. They were fun for about 5 minutes, until someone lost a tooth. Still, we kinda want a pair. Just for science. Number 8. The Banned Book of Cats. Believe it or not, there was once a book about cats, and it was banned. It wasn't graphic. It wasn't violent. It was just a little too detailed. The book was called The Sexual Life of the Cat. It was written in the 1930s by a Dutch scientist. Apparently, some authorities felt the content was immoral, even though it was pure biology. The book was banned in several countries. The author was confused. The cats didn't comment. Eventually, it was unbanned, and now it's a weird collector's item. So yes, even science about cats can be banned. Number 9. The Swiss Army Nuke. In the Cold War, the U.S. Army tried to build the smallest nuclear bomb possible, one that could fit in a backpack. Introducing the Davy Crockett. It wasn't Swiss, but it was portable. The plan was to give soldiers tiny nukes they could fire like a bazooka. It was insane. Range, super short. Risk, super high. Outcome? It was banned. Even the military realized giving soldiers mini nukes was not the brightest idea. They called it a tactical weapon. We call it a terrible plan. Number 10. The self-tying shoes. Almost banned. In the 1980s, a company actually tried to make self-tying shoes before Back to the Future made them cool. But the early prototypes had a catch. They were powered by gas canisters. That's right, tiny explosions to tighten your shoes. Sounds wild? It was. One tester nearly blew off his foot. Needless to say, these were pulled from the market. Nike eventually made a safer version decades later. No gas required. The original ones? Banned, burned, forgotten. And probably still cooler than Crocs. Final thoughts. From rocket-powered dolls to glowing water, history is packed with inventions that went a little too far. Some were banned forever. Some came back stronger. Some are still in someone's garage waiting for a second chance. What do you think? Should any of these inventions come back? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this time travel through history's weirdest creations, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to ChronoGlobe. We've got plenty more stories from the past for your future. Thanks for watching.